Gratitude.
Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the most important thing you can do today to start climbing, and I promise you, because I see it all the time, it ruins my games and it really pisses me off. You need to stop flaming your own teammates, and I'm being very serious. It really shocks me that some of you guys just do not understand why flaming your own teammates is going to lose to more losses. But I have had friends in the past who have disowned me, who have just said, "Get out of here, Java. I don't want to hear this." Right? I should always have the right to flame people. And the truth is that when you flame someone, right, this is going to shock all of you, they will start to play worse, not better. I know what kind of magic, what kind of sorcery is this, but the reality of the situation is people do not like getting flamed. Everyone in this game has a meat weak mentality. I know, like back in my day, we used to get flamed and we used to smile. No, right? People don't like getting flamed. All of you need to stop pretending that this is the World Cup finals, that this is the Champions League finals, that this is the NBA playoffs. All of you just need to stop pretending. It's not. At the end of the day, people come in the game to have fun. You are not playing with Cristiano Ronaldo. You are not playing with Kobe Bryant. You are not playing with people who are going to take your criticism and turn that as motivation and say, I took it personally. The reality of the situation is when you flame someone, they are going to log out mentally. They're going to start typing. They're going to try to defend themselves because they spent all that time working on that hero, and you're saying that they're bad or they need to switch off Jeff. The reality is they're just going to play much worse, and then you're going to lose the game. So you just shouldn't flame. And when they're on the enemy team, so whenever they're on your team next time, let's just get this out of the way. They are going to play bad every single time because they're like, oh, it's this guy. He's flamed me. I don't want to play good with this guy, so do not flame anyone. And then when they're on the enemy team, they will turn into peak Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan from 1993. You are going to get cooked, right? You're just going to get destroyed. They will play their best hero. They will fill in the roles. They'll try their absolute hardest to make sure that you lose, right? So do not flame anyone at all. It's a bit of a cringe thing to yell at strangers online, but it's fine. I'm also gonna talk a little bit about like why people flame. So the first reason you might be flaming someone is because it's just a fun thing to do, which is fine, right? But then I need you to admit that you don't want to win the fucking game, right? You just want to have fun, which is fine, right? It's okay if you just want to have fun. And that's what you find fun doing, yelling at strangers. But do never ever tell me that you think I'm not trying or I should switch, right? Because the moment you flame me or someone else, you are not trying to win the game anymore. You're throwing, in a sense, right? Um, Another reason could be, something more psychological. You could be reflecting your own inadequacies. You're like, healers heal more when they're getting dove by a Spider-Man, and you're playing DPS, and it's like, well, but why ain't you taking care of the Spider-Man? Why why are you flaming people and they ain't taking care of the Spider-Man? That's just what's going on there. Another situation where I think it's actually acceptable to flame is like if someone's on mic being sexist, racist, homophobic, anti X-Men, then it's okay to flame them. Like it's all good, right? At the end of the day, sometimes I've been in a situation where someone was being homophobic and I just wanted to flame them because I didn't care about winning the game at that point. I just cared about making some asshole online feel uncomfortable. And that's okay. But in that situation, if I really wanted to win the game, which that's not always my goal, I just want to have fun. In that situation, then the reality is I probably shouldn't have flamed them. Now, if you do stuff like this, you will reach your desired rank. I was able to reach Celestial 3 last season, and I know someone who got muted and was able to climb 2 fucking divisions because stopped flaming. Well, he was forced to stop flaming his teammates. He couldn't flame them anymore because of the muted because he was muted, and he just climbed so many divisions. So when you just stop tilting your teammates, you are more likely to win games. So yeah, it's a very practical idea or guide. Just stop blaming your teammates. Um, in terms of something that's also really important is how you try to communicate with your teammates, because a lot of the times I know very good people who say things, but they don't mean to flame anyone. They're just trying to get their teammates to behave differently. Um, if you are a tank main and your DPS aren't killing anyone, do not say, "Oh, DPS diff," or don't say, DPS you ain't killing shit," right? Don't say that. Try to give them suggestions. Something that really worked for me is we were trying to push and my DPS couldn't get any kills, any picks, and I was constantly taking a lot of attention and space. And I told them, "Can you guys flank left and right in the left and right lanes of this map in Marvel Rivals?" And the supports didn't see them coming, so when I pushed in and they focused all their cooldowns abilities to heal the tanks when I was playing against their tanks, they had nothing to counter my DPS who started flanking. So try to make suggestions. If you're in a situation where like you have a Jeff player on your team, do not say Jeff is a bad support. One, that's not even true. And number two, try to focus more like, hey, Jeff is getting countered by Magneto. If you have a Spider-Man who is inconsistent, which happens a lot of the time, you have Spider-Men, the Spider-Men, the Spider-Mandem, you have the spidery people. If you have inconsistent Spider-Man, do not ask them to switch. Do not say Spidey switch. Instead, focus either on what the Spider-Man could be doing better, or try to suggest a DPS that would give more consistent damage and say it in the chat. Say to him, "Hey, Spider-Man, you're doing okay, but we need more consistent damage. Can you please consider going Punisher?" And if you don't know all these things, right, you don't know why your teammates are struggling, then just shut the fuck up. Like you don't know why he's struggling, then that's just it, right? You're not good enough. Do not end up flaming your teammates. You don't know why he's struggling. If you have no idea why he's struggling and you just want him to switch, you have no idea what you're doing. Like when you get him to switch, he might play even worse. You might turn a winnable game into an impossible game. So you say Spider-Man switch to, I don't know, like just switch. You don't even tell him what to switch to, right? And then he switches to something that's just irrelevant and doesn't help out. And he has the most hours on Spider-Man. So just don't flame your teammates. Do not focus on like flaming your teammates or anything. Just focus on your own gameplay, on your own gameplay footage. That's what I would just absolutely say. I was able to climb Celestial free by just focusing on myself, just seeing what I was doing wrong, and just trying to improve. And when you flame your teammates, it just causes too much issues. The final thing I'll just say in this video is that like you need to imagine like you're playing poker on the table, and the way you play poker on the table is that you want to keep the suckers on the table, and the suckers on the table are your teammates or the enemy team. When someone plays bad, right, and it's also very important that playing a video game, you need to have a high volume of games if you want to climb to any rank. When someone plays bad, do not publicly announce that they've played bad. Do not flame them. Just silently avoid them, right? Just press the avoid button, get them on the enemy team a few games from now, and then just destroy them and just keep the vibes positive, right? There is no reason to flame them. Just keep it all positive. And then by doing this, you should climb. Like I feel like most players, and a lot of people don't talk about this, is that most players sabotage their own game by flaming and tilting their own teammates. You shouldn't have a problem with Black Panther, Spider-Man. These are characters in the game. If people want to play them, people want to play them. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then you help them. If I was able to switch out someone on their team for yourself, they would win. If I was able to switch out yourself for a better, a higher ranked player, your team would also win. So do not focus on flaming. Focus on being the best player in the lobby and focus on being that higher ranked player. That's been my video, guys. Stop flaming. Peace out. Java Tanks out.